Um, it's true. I just wanted to talk to you about when a community decides to kill off a family and torture a family, and 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 is really excited about it. As this one has that 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 it can cause a lot of different emotions, a variety of emotions. It's important, for one thing, to, during a time of prejudice and upheaval caused by civil war and mentality, strong suggestions of civil war, to the extent that it would just have to be that some kind of possible chromosomal situation be broadcast, and as far as genetics are concerned, be broadcast to everyone um, um, concerning that family, that locations will have already been established with close family members that would cause emotional trauma for those people, and so that's a good one right there. Um, another situation that's really good is, people suggesting that diseases weren't identifiable, though they were, and it was just like spoken of so often. People getting cancer, and people did, and also, so that symptoms of cancer, people can look at themselves and say, well, yeah, obviously, I've had cancer for a while, and just listening to words spoken, obviously, I can tell that I have for a number of years, and it's gone, ebbed back, or gone, just into the quiet and come back, and now is the time, for destruction more so, of the family unit, if someone tries to say anything, like no one really say, how do these two kids with cerebral palsy, um, who became adults, end up being so strong and intelligent that has to be like disregarded, and that they have to be maybe false diagnosed, or things have to just get rid of one and false diagnose the other, and so then in that sense they're also all sad as far as the cerebral palsy and the traumatic birth of the other. Um, the confirmable, very known cerebral palsy, and so um, that what else? That enough bad things will have already transpired, that mistakes having been made, that to a family, to one in the family, that in any suggestion that the people's names will have just been so demolished, that the elder lady, well, they could do whatever they want with her under the circumstances, um, and with medication, and also trust in her words, though she's older, like 70 years old, or so, that, and, that bad calendars can be sent, so people have the wrong dates when they look at the paper, and then have to rely on technology to get the right dates. um, concerning stuff. Um, Revealing, locations of where family, you know, members of the family are living, um, is another important one, especially during times of upheaval, and also seeing as people are busy and trying to keep up with keeping things while finding good. Disgusting references can be made toward, toward, the stronger people in the family to eliminate them, in what they would be doing most naturally. So that there will be like an emergency exaltation of another family that will also put, another family person in the family that will also put her in detriment, because when there's like hurry up, this person has to get spiffy, that the fall is imminent because everything was hurried up, and they were put on kind of a pedestal during this horrific emergency of despicableness, you know, you know, about a few people, and also the potential in the midst of factual things, Alzheimer's disease and such, that or no, or senility, or just results of surgery that's exacerbated by means of communication behavior toward that person, is just um, very important. And also manipulating words from that person's mouth is another thing that people may enjoy doing, while they're killing off, a group of people that they would wish that didn't exist. Also, that right before that, the properties could be called, the slums and everything, because they didn't, if they were, whatever it is, if they're relaxed people and get around to it, that's a good thing to prey on to. Slight aspects of PTSD can be just like, so, well, what is the word, exacerbated, or like magnified, like magnifying symptoms of PTSD, and seeing how far you can take that, is another thing that's good at that time, and it's a real distraction from the real problems in these people's lives, like cancer, like proper nutrition on account of one's diabetes. Also, that the encouragement to get a one's diabetes under control, to a T, while the person is on a load of diabetic medication. You know, it polar like changes in diet, whereas the person's relatively fine and not having a problem with diabetes, is very important during that time to, because if you're talking insulin and pills, just cleaning up your act to the full is a surefire thing that will get you in a coma fast, um, or the other person in a coma. So that's another thing to note, that when someone's really really angry at family, we're not talking to her, you've got to just make sure, why don't you, aren't you faithful stick with it. You don't want to talk to or believe what this person has to say at all, because that's what you were doing in everything that you were making pretend about this person. It's real, and remember that, and you people are awesome, and and we're going with encouragement here, whereas definitely, definitely, the lady is 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 you know is someone who plants flowers every day in other people's yards, and throws acorns at houses. And um, Jesus, chipmunks thinking that they're children while she talks to her daddy in the sky, and that's the way it is, and believe it, and you did not lie about this person to get your way because you thought it was funny. And don't forget emergency exaltation of a couple of people in the family, so that people, of which people will be quickly relieved of they're incredible, quick, we gotta exalt these two people, and then when it's over, just smash them down, knock all of those, because and make sure that they feel no achievement, and 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 that the accomplishment was that of the community, not that anyone had to put up with any of their bull. And so we're looking at two guaranteed deaths, um, the third one being natural death, and also a few other people dying as a matter of course, and then possibly four murders. Yeah, three or four murders as a matter of course during with the help of the population, and a few people just totally trashed to hell in the end, and left and having a total breakdown. And so what I've got to say is, here's to them, and God save us and watch over us all. Happy running from the mob day this Tuesday of November. The angry mob. That shouldn't be so. So why should you know why should Polar Soda be considered a brand name in competition with Coca-Cola and Pepsi? And therefore wrong, angry mob people, don't say that again. Bye. Gotta watch this.